Hello, and here we are for F1 2014 THL Season 3, Round 2, and it takes us to Malaysia. So, of course, last time out I had a really good result out in Australia. A sort of surprise result, to be honest, considering this is definitely the most competitive this league has ever been. As you can see on our qualifying lap, we actually get caught up on a curb, instantly losing us about 6 tenths or so. But yeah, this was actually my fastest lap of the session, which seems surprising because normally I drive much better than this. But it's because basically there was a little glitch where every time I got messaged, which was quite frequently considering I'm admin of this league, my game minimized. So this was literally one of my only clean laps of the session. So that's why it was pretty slow, to be honest. But you can see only 4 tenths down even with that mistake. So it didn't cost us massively compared to what I thought. But yeah, again, we're not really going to be competing with Hakkinen in terms of qualifying pace. I mean, he's just really in a league of his own. I mean, he was a second clear of everyone in Australia. And that was a really skilled field as well. And yeah, so not really using him as a benchmark as such, but just trying to get quite a good qualifying position. You can see right now our provisional lap was good enough for last place. So we're just seeing if we can quickly improve on that. You can see 2.5 seconds up, but still, I don't know if it's going to be enough to get ourselves out from last place. Of course, we're not actually that good at qualifying in the past. And Malaysia, I mean, I wouldn't say I like Australia, but I would say Malaysia is sort of another track which I don't really like. So I wasn't expecting too much from this. Even so, Saganico and Matt, who are two of the fastest people in this league probably, didn't turn up today. So it's going to be quite easy. Well, it's going to be a bit easier for me to maybe get into the top 5. But you can see as we cross the line, it's going to be a 1:38.79, and that's basically the pace I was doing in a 5-lap sprint race. So I could definitely go about a second and a bit faster than that. So as you look at the results, Hakkinen yet again a 36.2, a second and a half almost clear of Guachita in second. Of course, he didn't turn up last week, but he's a really fast driver. And Andy in third. So Andy actually recovering well considering he had quite a bad showing last time out. But yeah, we are starting 10th out of 10th, which is great. Back row once again. But yeah, it said the race actually could be rainy at some point. There was 60% rain, so normally in this game it means about halfway through there is going to be a transition into rain. So that should make it quite interesting. Of course, I'm quite good in the rain. But you can see again, getting a really good start. Normally really good at starts in F1 2014. You can see straight away getting 2 people off the line as there's a lag car up ahead in the form of probably PR Wagon. But you can see we're actually going to try to go around the outside of a few people. But we end up actually tagging F1 THL question mark. And yeah, as a result, we sort of just back out. And as a result, yeah, we're now back down to 10th place. So just trying to take a cautious again. As you can see, Patrick's sort of gets filed out. And yeah, everyone's jostling for a position at this early stage. Nives actually gaining a few positions there, but you can see now we're just sort of biding our time as Pure Boggins off into space again. Of course, the connection on this game not the best, but still better than some of the other games which has come after this in Codemasters. So you can see that Raul actually makes a mistake, and we're going to pounce on him doing the switchback, and that's the first move we made. But of course, I've been having this glitch where my game keeps minimizing when I get texted, so I need to be I can't really rest on my laurels because of course it can happen at any time. So straight away trying to get a few positions. We can actually get another one up the inside of Patrick. He's going to be on our outside. You can see he's actually done a few more. We're literally five cars going to one corner, and then I get texted by Subs and Thirdly, who disconnected from qualifying. And yeah, I've sort of had to back out of that. Unfortunately, I actually only lost a second there, so which was not that bad. But you can see again that too. Again, there's almost 5 cars into one corner. There's a car, I think, in P5. I think that's Raul, who's beginning to pull away from us. But Patrick, myself, question mark, Nives, we're all still battling for that 7th/6th place. So, yeah, it's a lot of cars going into each corner. As you see Patrick going to try to get another position up the inside. We're going to dive it up the inside of THL question mark. And this time we actually got the position. We're going to try to go around his outside, and that is the position. And we are up into 9th place. So, it's not been the worst start. We're still in the pack. So it's not like I'm really far off, but you can see I actually go wide, and as a result I lose out to question mark, who actually gets 2, if not 3 people up the inside. He's got Nives as well, so if I don't muck up I probably could have been into 7th myself. So yeah, it's a really good triple overtake there, but yeah, that mistake did cost me dear. Meanwhile, you can see Nives it's actually begun to drop back from the pack, and we're actually beginning to get a bit held up by him, so we're trying to get him around the outside now on lap 4. We did make a bit of a mistake to drop a bit back, but we managed to catch up to him already. But you can see if we don't get past him quickly, we're going to soon lose ground to the rest of the pack. And we know Patrick's really good at getting through the field, so I need to try to keep with him if I want to beat him this time out. You can see Neves up the inside. He's defending like anything. I mean, we were able to get him around the outside in the first corner, but he keeps defending. So this time I'm going to go for the inside. Good old dummy. This time we've got the clear inside line, so I just need to spot my breaking point. We're going to try to clip Yanko. It's actually a slight lock-up, so that's going to allow him up the inside. He's got just about his car room. We're going to have to take a compromised line. That means he's going to go for a switchback. Of course, in this game, it's all about momentum, so switchbacks are the way to go in this game compared to probably some of the more newer games. But you can see he's actually got quite a good run, so we're actually going to have to... Well, we're not going defensive, but we're going to have to try to defend it around the outside. We're going to go a bit deep, but we're seeing if we can have the outside line this time. And this time we are going to hold it around the outside of Neves, and it's really crucial I get past him now, because you can see 8th place is quite far away, and yeah, we sort of get caught up on the grass, and as a result, we drop back. And you can see actually, it's Jacob, son of Isaac, also dropped back from that sort of midfield group. So it's between me, Neves, and Jacob, son of Isaac, for the honours of last place. So it's not really looking good so far in terms of how well we did last week. But yeah, again, just try to make do with what I've got right now. I was probably aiming for about 7th overall, maybe 8th. You can see Neves is going to do us cleanly around the outside as we sort of take quite a compromised line. But he ended up actually peeling into the pits, so that will relinquish us up into P9, now P8 as Andy pits as well, but we're technically still in P10, so it's all about trying to bridge the gap to Jacob, son of Isaac, who goes quite wide, and it looks like our tyres are actually holding out a bit better than him. But you can see there's yellow flags, and yeah, I think something's happened up ahead, because they're not going away as we approach where the yellow flags are. And you can see that's actually, there's a car up ahead who's parked on the track, and that is a Salva, and it is Hakkinen. So he won quite, well, not dominantly in the end, because PL Boggin gave him a run for his money, but he won the first race, and of course he's been dominant all throughout qualifying. So yeah, he's definitely the man to beat this season. But the disconnect is actually going to help people out in the championship, and it's going to help me out as well, considering I am still sort of in the championship fight. I wouldn't really count anything out this early on, because considering this is only round 2. But yeah, from where we are right now, we are probably going to drop a few positions as we actually come out just behind Jazik, son of Isaac. So Red Bull actually doing quite a good pit stop there, because I actually seem to be closer to them than we were on the pit entrance, so that's good. But you can see Neves is actually going to rejoin on the left, so it's going to be interesting to see where he comes out. He's actually going to come out just ahead of us, and yeah, we are going to have the freshened tyres, so we should be able to hunt him down. But you can see there's still a really tight pack for, I think, 4th place up the roads, and probably even 3rd place now. Hakkinen is disconnected. I think Gochita and PL Boggin have disappeared a bit up the road. Of course, they are just a bit faster than us. But you can see up ahead, there's actually been a collision between Jason, son of Isaac, and Neves. So they've sort of been battling each other quite hard, and sort of yeah, they've sort of been colliding a bit with each other, doing a bit of bump cars, and as a result, they've both gone off. And that's actually, if I didn't actually go wide myself, I might have been able to capitalise on it. But either way, we are right behind them now. I'm going to try to take a wide line, try to make sure we don't run into the back of Neves. But now we're going to swing forward, and you can see the exit we got. We had to actually sort of brake there to make sure we didn't go into the back of Neves. But you can see Jacob has actually gone off onto the left, and that actually has allowed, he's actually lost 2 positions as a result. And you can see we're going to try to go up the inside of Neves, but it doesn't even matter because he gets a lag spike. But yeah, we're still going to take an inside line, because of course I didn't know that. I mean, I couldn't really switch back to the racing line quick enough. But you can see, again, I've been texted, this time by Hakkinen, who's explaining why he sort of had to park his car in the middle of the road. I think he had a sort of technical glitch there, so that's a shame there. But again, it's really hindered my race, because I was about to pull away from these guys. And once again, for some reason, my game minimizing when I've had a Steam message, which is really odd considering I normally disable Steam messages. So I don't know what's going on there, but you can see Jacob's actually barging his way past, and he turns left on us. I don't know what was going on there. Probably had to leave room for Neves, who's actually got the pair of us now. But yeah, I sort of had to brake there to avoid sort of getting sidepod glitch. But you can see the 2 of them up ahead, once again squabbling it out. But you can see Jacob's actually going to go deep. He's going to barge Neves past. So I don't know what it is between these two. Of course, they took each other off a few laps ago, and now Neves is completely out of the race. So I think that was a bit too much from Jacob. So I'm sure Neves is going to file a student's inquiry about that move. Of course, I've got it on my camera, so we can easily use that as the footage. But yeah, we're going to get Jacob back, getting really good traction, and yeah, he peeled off into the pits. Even so, it's a bit early for intermediate, so I don't know if he was going on to another set of slicks, because it's definitely not inters yet. We can see the rain is coming down, and by lap 16, you can see the tyres are pretty much ice blue, and everyone's been coming into the pits this lap, so we're going to follow them. But you can see Raul is just really far away, like we can't even see him on the mini-map. He's all the way over there, so he's about 13 seconds ahead of us. So unless we're bridging a second a lap to him, we're going to really struggle. So yeah, we're going to put on to Inters, and yeah, the rain's coming down quite heavily now, so it could even be full wet by the end. But right now, it looks like I've got 7th pretty much secure, depending on where Jacob, son of Isaac, is. But he picked quite earlier, so I imagine he's going to have to come in again for another set of Inters. So as we come out, we are going to be clearly in P7, so quite an uneventful race ever since our battles in the first few laps. And of course, I haven't really had the pace. I mean, those two sort of messages haven't really helped me, but at the same time, it hasn't hindered me too much. It's a bit like a lag spike, really, on F1 2017. So only losing a second or two there. But you can see Jacob, son of Isaac, nowhere to be seen. And yeah, we've got a huge gap behind him. So yeah, once again, we're sort of in no man's land. Nowhere near the top 6. And we're probably just going to have to settle for 7th, which isn't the worst result. I mean, it could be worse. And you can see now on lap 20, the rain was coming down so heavy that we actually pit onto full wet. But yeah, you can see once again Ral just as far ahead of us as he was before. Actually, this time slightly further ahead. So yeah, that was literally my race. It says the last 7 laps was just trying to maintain the gap to Jacob, who's all the way literally a minute behind us now, even so he will be closer once we come out of the pits. But yeah, the last 20 laps or so was pretty uninteresting, to say the least. So we would come home for what will be a P7 in the end. Yeah, really uneventful. Yeah, we sort of had 20 seconds behind, 20 seconds in front. So yeah, I was sort of snoozing towards the end. But it actually did dry up a bit. So I was actually able to set a few faster laps. Well, on the wets, that is. But yeah, we would finish in the end in P7. So having a look at the race results, you can see Gorgita actually wins from PL Boggin. Patrick once again in 3rd. In 4th place would be Chudy. In 5th would be Andy. And in 6th would be Jacob, son of Isaac. So actually Raul and then myself. So as we look at actually the championship standings, you can see it's actually PL Boggin from Patrick, from Hakkinen, even though he disconnected. Gorgita now is also in 4th and I am in 5th. So that's going to be it for this time. See you next.